Hey girl, I want to catch your wave. Welcome back to Finway Productions, today I'm sorry for the lack of a video the past day, as the realization hit me that spring break was over and I had to go back to school. Even though I went back to school Monday and it's currently Wednesday. Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I didn't make a video, yesterday. Because I was depressed. I mean, I always am, but that I had to go back to school. I bet everybody understands that who's watching. So, yeah, tomorrow morning, though, big announcement, but not big, but just a little announcement here. I'm making a new series. It might not be well received, but it's gonna be just a new series. It's still gonna be making fun of people, just not fan fictions. But without further ado, let's get into chapter 11, New Discoveries. Insecurity is what this is called. Come on, Rarity, you can't do this to me. This is so unfair, Sweetwell complained. Thankfully, he'd been released from the hospital earlier that afternoon and was home now. The nurses said she was safe to go home, but they advised that the small unicorn take it easy for the few days. Take it easy from a few days, yeah. No strenuous activities or anything. Too active. They had administered pain medication in case her nose began hurting. Her nose was slightly bandaged, but only on the bridge, allowing her to breathe freely through her nostrils. Because of the events that happened and knowing how accident-prone her sister could be at times, especially around her friends, Rarity had placed Sweetwell on a temporary house arrest for a few days. She had already called and explained the situation to her teacher, Miss Shirley, so she was excused from school for a while. I don't think you get excused from school for having a hurted nose. Well, depends on what grade they're in. If they're kind of young, then I guess I can understand, but whatever. However, the idea of staying cooped up in the boutique for a while for a few days wasn't selling too well with the young filly. Now, I know it seems a bit unfair, Sweetums, but I'm doing it because I want your nose to heal properly, Rarity explained. When you and your friends are together, things tend to get out of hand, if you know what I mean. Phil sighed. I know, I guess I need to be a little more careful, huh? Yeah, and don't run into trees. You can say that again, said Rarity with a smile. Now I need to work on my latest fashion designs that I had postponed, so if you need anything, just let me know. Okay, yeah, Lily said. Thanks, Rarity. With that, Sweetwell made her way up the stairs into her room. When she got there, she closed the door behind her and let it aside. She was only in the house for more than 5 minutes, and she was already annoyed with being there. Having nothing else better to do, she went over to the window and stared out at the busy town. This won't be so bad, she said to herself as she watched all the funny people going about their business. Still, she let out a deep sigh and walked away from the window. As she thought about it now, being under house arrest wasn't such a bad thing after all. For starters, her sister might get distracted with the outfit and she might forget about Scott. Well, it's been a while since we heard about Scott. My uncle, who's dead. That's not who he meant in the story, just in case you didn't know. But I feel like I have to clarify because of people nowadays. Secondly, she'd be sorry, I cannot talk. Secondly, she would be able to get her thoughts on screen in order, and where they belong. Finally, she'd be able to do all of this without having to worry about running into the Pegasus hill in question. She had spent most of the previous night thinking long and hard about what she had said about Scooby. Although the thought of falling in love with one of her best friends had crossed her mind, she hadn't fully accepted the idea. She was making her way to her bed, tried her best to wrap her mind around all of it. She needed to come to some sort of conclusion, and fast. Well, she said as she let out one last sigh, at least it can't get any worse than this. No sooner did the words leave her mouth that she was startled by the sound of the boutique's doorbell ringing. Her heart raced as she left the room and made her way downstairs to see who it was. It was probably just another business person asking to see one of Rarity's dresses or something. Still, I better check it out, she thought. As she reached the bottom of the stairs, when she did, she let out a gasp of shock and frozen an instant. In the door of the boutique, she saw her sister talking to two small fillies who were standing there. Because of plot convenience and a cliché that lay cliche, lay plot convenience. My mic just hit me in the nose. I'm sorry if you heard that. She didn't need to see who they were. She knew where she didn't know. She didn't need to see who they were to know who and how. She'd forgotten all about what she had said to them. She would see them when she got out of the hospital immediately. She hid herself as best as she could and listen to what they were saying. Hey, ready? She heard Appleton say, as we go home. Well, already said with a hint of nervousness in her voice. I can't do a hint of nervousness, so I'm not going to say it. Yes, she is, but may we see her? We're really worried about her, and we're hoping we could visit her. I don't know about that, the other unicorn said. She's healing. I don't think that would be such a good please, the two unicorns said in unison, giving the white unicorn puppy dog eyes. We promise we'll be good. Rudy sighed and said, very well, but you must promise that you will not roughhouse or cause any problems. She's still recovering. We promise, they both said. With that, Rudy stepped aside and left them, and then sure look on her face. The moment somebody else saw them running in, she quickly got up the stairs into her bedroom. Hopefully she didn't run into anything on her way, because obviously she can't run. Or she gets distracted easy. I don't know where I was heading with that. There she closed the door and made her way to the bed. Before she could get in, there was a light knocking on the door. She knew in time to answer before it opened. Revealing Scooby and Apple standing there. Man, are they impatient. Both of them with smiles on their faces. Hey, Sweetie Belle, said Apple as Scooby began to close the door behind her. How are you feeling? Sorry, I have something in my throat. That was louder than I expected. Alright, I guess, she said, trying to avoid looking at them. Especially Scooby. It still hurts, but not as much as it did before. That's good, replied Scooby. At least you're starting to feel better. Don't worry, you'll be fully healed and ready for more crusading before you know it. After Scooby closed the door, she trotted over to Apple and gave her a sly wink. Since Sweetie Belle was trying to avoid her eye contact, she hadn't seen the gesture. Well, thanks, said the unicorn silly. She fished her mind, trying to think of something to say. She turned back to them, trying to figure out some sort of excuse to get them out. Try as she might, she couldn't think of anything. The surprise and shock was over, clouding her mind. Before she could say anything that would be a reasonable excuse, he would ask her a question that dropped her heart in an instant. Probably asked her about Scott. That's just how this is the plot convenience the story showed me so far, so I bet you that's what it is. I will bet you $10. That's what it is. Because, like I said, they just happened to show up as soon as she got out of the hospital. That's a little cliche. So, due to the cliches the story showed me, I can use my context clues, inference stuff they taught me in school, to assume that they asked about Scott. Rudy watched as the two small fillies ran past her up the stairs, heading towards her younger sister's room. As they galloped up the stairs, Rudy couldn't help but stare with a worried look across her face. She knew that what usually happens when the three of them were together, especially in the same room. Maybe it'll be alright, she said, trying to reassure herself. Maybe nothing bad will happen. I really need to stop worrying about them so much. With that, she began making her way upstairs to her room to continue working on the latest dress designs. When she reached the top of the stairs, she began to turn right, making her way to her room. However, she paused, then left in the direction of Sweetie Belle's room. Sorry, a feeling of doubt began flushing over her. Something about the three of them, secluded in one room, especially behind closed doors, just screamed word trouble. Maybe I should check on them, she suggested to herself, just to make sure that everything is all right. Once I know that they're not doing anything wrong, maybe my nerves will be at ease. So she turned left and headed towards her sister's room. When she was in front of the door, she ready to knock on the door. Her hand connected with the door, she heard somebody on the other side ask a question that froze her in a heartbeat. So, Sweetie Belle, tell us a bit about Scott. I told you guys. Now, everybody that owes me $10, because I was right. I don't even know. The moment the question was asked, Rarity's eyes went wide. She knew you had to put both her or in her mouth in an attempt to stop a scream. In? You mean over or on? Like, right? I don't know, but I don't think that's how you say that. It wasn't out of shock or even disappointment, but out of joy and excitement. She won't tell me about Scott. She'll definitely tell her friends about him. All about him. She thought to herself, I can finally get to know a little about it. With that, she practically held her breath as she leaned her ear against the door and began listening to the conversation. Eavesdropping is not nice, you know that, right? But, so... Wait, I gotta wait. Are we in the double digits of this chapter yet? I mean, the story yet? I don't know. Yeah, we're at 11. We're at, 12. Join me next time where we read chapter 12, Song and Dance. So yeah, be ready for the thing tomorrow. Without further ado, without anything left to say, whatever, this is Finway Productions signing out.